Today is critical time for Tesla. Either this is a big risk or this is a big opportunity. Today I'm going to show you how to use this method to check the turning points of the stock and it apply to all the stock. The method is free, but it's a bit complicated. And I will show you also with my own indicator how to do it easier. So welcome to ymchannel. Today I'm going to teach you how to use Fibonacci time ratio to check the turning point. Click like, subscribe, share with your friend. This is totally free. So now we look at Tesla first. Now we hit the previous peak zone. It's not the peak yet, but we did hit this peak, right? The second peak, right? So now what is going on? Before I go ahead with my own indicator, I want to show you something because usually people look at the price, right? But the stock, actually, we don't really, when you look at the chart, it's not only this, it's not the value, it's also the time. This is very basic. And it also has volume. So today I only show you the time. So each time they have the resistance. That's why when the stock, they go to this, like after a range, they will stop or they speed up. So I'm going to show you how to use it. So basically you can click this button. It's a Fibonacci, but you use the time zone, this one. Okay, so you can click the first point, the low point. So I'm going to show you here, like here. Okay, so if you want to know more detail, you can Google it, how to check the Fibonacci level. Okay, so basically, let me show you. So Fibonacci time, basically, people only know the value, but actually you can also check the time. It's the same sequence like this, okay? So 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, and go ahead, okay? So you don't need to do the calculation. You just Google it. It's easier. So now we look at this. Basically, you can see something very interesting. Look at here. So we point this one and this one together, and basically you have a chart like this. Each time they can tell you either they speak up or this is a turning point. So look at this one. The first one day, right? So it's a turning point, and then they go down. And the second day is also a turning point. They go up again. And on this day is another turning point. They go down again. And here, turning point, they go up. Here, they speed up, right? They did not turn down, they speed up. So from here all the way to the next one, they go to the same direction. And then from here, like this is up, and then they from here to the next time line, which is day 21, and it's going down and then going up. And the next one, you think this is a turning point. This is not, this is a speed up because they go to the same direction. Okay, so it's quite interesting method. It's not quite easy to manage, but this is one of the free method for the time resistance. Usually people look at the price, only the value, only look at the stock for the value, but they always ignore the time and volume. This is the basic. That's why on my indicator, I also have, actually, I put this kind of factor on my chart, but I put it on the YM Club Long, YM Club Super Long. I put time factor and also volume factor. The volume factor, I put it for the YM Big Buy and YM Cheapest. Okay, so to make it easier for you to see. So now we go ahead. This is free, so you can do it for any kind of stock, but it's a bit complicated because it's something new to most of the people. Now go ahead. After, so look here, they come here. After 89, what is the number of day? It's 144. Okay, so we draw a line, like you use this one to calculate the time from day 0. Ah, wait. From day 0 to check 144. Red is 144. So 144 bar, 144 bars, which is which day? Today. Okay? On 6th October, today. So either they go speak up or they turn down. Okay, so today is quite critical. So you can use this method. Okay, another method, another thing, this is also a gap here. Okay, this is a gap. And the last trading day, basically, we haven't touched the gap yet. Okay, we haven't touched the gap yet. So see how it goes next. So basically, if you look this method, 70% of the chance, they basically is a turning point. You can see, for example, here. And 30% they speed up. Okay, so if you look at this chart, so basically it is either speed up or they turn around, but turn around is 70%. Okay, so this is the risk management. It's a statistic. Okay, but no one can guarantee it's go up, go down. Okay, now go ahead for my own indicator. So now let me hide this one first. If you have my indicator, you don't need to know this kind of thing. I just share with you the knowledge about the time resistance in case you still only use the price dimension for your consideration. Okay, so now I want to show you my indicator and you will see how easy is it. The first thing, last video I mentioned we have a risk because we have the yellow and disappear, they drop below the yellow, right? Okay, but the red is still going up, although we go under the red. So it's still going up and they flash another yellow, they continue to go up. When they flash this yellow, right? When we have this situation, basically our key candle is this one, right? The last yellow is here. And the highest point and the lowest point is the key. When they go above, you can buy. You can reduce your buying. You can reduce your buying because they can still go up, right? And the red is still going upward. You reduce the buying because we buy at the bottom. We don't buy at the top, okay? But if you sell here, you can continue to buy. But they're not yet above the red line. So something you need to be a bit careful. And we look at the money as well. The money is going down. So I didn't buy back, to be honest. I reduced my holding here. But one thing I want to check with you is the red line and the blue line. The blue line is still going upward. So the trend, the regular time trend is still going upward. Okay? So the red line is fast check. So the short term is going down, but long term is going up. So what is this? This is a pullback. This is a pullback. Okay. So now the red changed the direction. Okay. So we do have a risk to go down further to this point. Yes, right? And how to buy here, like when to buy here. So now look at the money. The money here, we are still weak, but we start to flash the first green. Start, but it's still not yet above zero. And look at here, the YM cheapest, this candle is still below this average. So it's not yet that strong, but at least the positive thing is still going up, is going upward. And they still have a lot of institution holding for this stock. Okay, you will say, oh, but Tesla always have institution holding. It's not true. If you look at here, they have a bunch of green here. Basically, it's mainly held by the public. The institution, they left at the top. They left here. You see here, this is the holding they're reducing. And then they buy back at the bottom. I show you this one, YM chip entry. I love this indicator. To be honest, I have this indicator to make me feel so comfortable to buy stock because I know I'm buying together with their bottom zone. Okay, why you are so worried if you know you buying together with the institution? You shouldn't be worried. Okay, so and then you can also double confirm with the trend from downward to upward. We buy when we go above the blue line. It's very safe, right? And you look at the fund here. The fund is going upward. They're going above zero. And also here, the institution holding, here they also confirm they're getting strong here. They're going upward. Okay, so here, go back here. Do we have any buy point? With my method, there's no buy point yet. Okay, because the blue, although they almost touch the blue and they flash a green candle, yes, it could be it could be a good point to buy. But the point is the big buy is not yet above zero. And this YM chipas is not yet above this line. Okay, so for my method, although let's say you don't know the Fibonacci time resistance thing, you just look at my indicator. There is no buy point yet. Okay, not even above the red line. If they go above the red line, you can buy also for the short-term strategy. Okay, for the long-term strategy, you didn't sell anything. You can reduce. You can add back later, but the base holding, the majority holding, you are still on hand. Okay, why? Because we buy at the bottom here, and also we buy around this area. Okay, we buy here also. We buy here also. Okay, so basically here is just a small minority percentage here to try to maximize the profit. That's it. Okay, but the blue is still going upward. So we are very, very healthy. Although we have the resistance here, the previous peak here. Okay, this one, small peak. The big peak is the highest peak is 488, 488. Okay, so is it possible we come here, we come back, we bounce, we getting strong, we are stronger than this red line. Basically, it's confirmed they will go upward, and then the next resistance is 488. But the resistance and target price, it is not the factor for us to sell or to buy. Something you need to be understand. When we have the target price, when we have the resistance, it doesn't mean it's necessary to sell at the price. No, it just means you pay attention around that area to see any signal. Okay, any yellow signal, the yellow signal is overbought. Okay, for example, or did they drop below the red? Did they drop below the blue? Okay, because we buy with red, we sell with red. When we buy with blue, we sell with the blue. That is so easy. Okay, is it clear? So this is the update today, and I see you in the next video. Click like, subscribe, share with a friend if you like Tesla, this stock. And then, yeah, the next video I will talk about monthly chart, how to buy, sell for the monthly chart for the super long-term investor. I see you next video. Bye.